Hey everybody, Talk here. Let me get my ears out real quick. Alright, so, once again, I am here going to examine, well, I guess not gun blades, but pistol bayonets. Because I have a much better pistol this time. I have a 38 revolver here, instead of my 22 revolver, so it's actually got a little bit of recoil here. I'm better with this than I am, well, I've put more shots for this one. So I feel a little more confident in my spreads. So we're going to go give this another round. I'm going to fire 12 shots of 38 rounds. It's 38 caliber pistol, I should have said that first. This is 38 caliber pistol. Shoot 12 rounds through it, so that's one reload. And then we'll come back, look at the paper. Then I'll put up another one, duct tape a gun to it, and then put 12 rounds through it again. And then we'll compare and contrast. So let's get to it. Let's go take a look. Okay, so as you can see here, we got a flyer over there. That one's me. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I missed one. It's entirely on me. As we can see, they're all hanging out a little high. I am shooting a little high, a little to the right, but these are all grouped fairly nicely together, so that is completely on me. And really at this point we're trying to see what me duct taping a knife onto a gun is going to do. I have a feeling it's going to pull me down to the left. Or hopefully down to the left. But let's go do it and find out. Alright, here we go. I'm aware it's attached on the side, but I don't feel safe putting it underneath, so let's hope it stays on. A little embarrassing if I'm shooting it and just flies off on me. Right. Now, slight issue is that I will not be firing the exact same at the same target I had before because I ran out of those. So we will be using a different paper target. They're the same size though, and it's still got a bullseye, so we should be fine. Pocket reload. It's very warm out here today, which I am very much okay with. I just don't get to wear my duster, which has very handy pockets. Alright. Last 6. Let's go take a look. Okay, so first glance here, we can already see I am all over the place. And again, human error is the primary cause of that gun being inaccurate. So let's see how many are on the paper. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got all of them on paper. And this is actually really nice. Like, this is actually pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We got 6 here, all hanging out together. And then we kind of start spreading around again. And then you get these really bad flyers up here. Those are me. I mean, those are completely me, because I'm trying, because frankly, the knife was popping around, and I was a little concerned that it was going to fall off. So, I'm sitting there, freaking out about that, and several other things. Now, again, is that going to happen with an actual proper bayonet? Probably not, but it is something to be concerned about. So let's take a look at these two. So this one over here, the group is definitely tighter. As you can see, the majority of my rounds are all in one very nice little area, but I did completely miss the paper ones. Conversely, this one hasn't missed the paper at all, but there's only got we only have 6 rounds here in this nice little group, compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds over there in a nice little group. And the flyers are kind of all over the place. Upside is that I have a knife on the end of my gun, so that's good. So what's the takeaway on this? And I know this is a very small sample size with one particular gun with one particular shooter, so please take all of that into account. Because there's a lot there to take into account. Sorry. So the takeaway from all of that is, well, putting a knife on there makes me less accurate. Does it make the gun less accurate? There's some argument for and against that. But it makes me less consistent, I should say. Not accurate, because technically I am more accurate with the knife on there, but I have more flyers and they're less grouped together, which isn't necessarily something that I want out of my revolver. I want it to be nice and grouped and tight, even if it is slightly off. But the slightly offness is me, therefore I can rectify that problem by simply aiming a little bit more to the left. Not really an issue. So, frankly, I call it a wash. I actually don't see there's any massive issue with having a pistol bayonet on there. You'd probably be fine if you know, firstly, it's actually securely attached, not hanging on by duct tape, therefore you're not sitting there being concerned your freaking knife's gonna fall off. And also it'd be properly mounted on a proper gun, meaning you're not worried about accidentally shooting the tip of your blade if you have it mounted underneath the barrel instead of mine where it's sitting on the side. All in all, I call it a wash. Is this better for just handing a person a firearm and saying, hey, learn how to do this? Like if we're talking like in a military context, I would say drop the bayonet and just hand the dude a knife and hand the dude a pistol and call it a day. He can figure it out himself. That's my take on the particular scenario. But I hope you all found this interesting. This is by no means 100% scientific, nor is this conclusive by any means. If any of you guys happen to have pistols that you can duct tape knives to and go give this a test, I would love that. A larger sample size will give us better information here. And again, I only fired 12 shots, so make of that what it is. We could have some weird outlier thing going on right now. Also, different calibers. I'm firing a 38. Maybe it's better with a 32. Maybe it's better with 357 or 44. Again, that's on you guys. I don't have one of those. But if any of you have one, go ahead, record yourself taking some shots down at the range with a knife stuck on there of your particular choice. Maybe you have a gun that actually has a bayonet lug on it. Go for that. But as always, I am Hawk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. Peace out, everybody.